Our car was stolen out of our driveway in Burlington. We knew where it was. Nothing was done. This is how institutions crumble. And this is how vigilantes start out. If you can't trust the system for justice, folks start taking matters into their own hands. This is the song and dance. Our laws and enforcement are for a high-trust society, but we currently live in a low-trust society. We saw a car at Toyota and they told us if our car gets stolen they would give us an extra $5,000 above insurance to replace it. They don't care, more sales for them. The number of cars being stolen in Toronto is increasing and they know police can't do jack shit. The crazy part is if you know where it is, you can't go get it, because you can be charged yourself. Something was done, don't worry, everyone's insurance premiums increased. Happened to my friend in Alberta. Her husband's truck was stolen from a mall parking lot. They used tracking to locate the truck. That same day, it was re-vinned. Police know who did it and did nothing. No arrests. Minimal investigation. After the theft, the thieves went to their house to attempt to steal her SUV. They assume they knew where they lived due to the registration in the vehicle. Police did not care that the thieves went to their home. The truck was recovered. They both feel very unsafe now. Though, food bank temporarily turns people away after running out of food. This post appears to relate to a province territory of Canada. As a reminder of the rules of this subreddit, we do not permit negative commentary about all residents of any province, city, or other geography. This is an example of prejudice. And prejudice is not permitted here. https www.reddit.com/r/canada/wiki/rules set soumission semble concerner une province ou un territoire du Canada. Selon les règles de ce sous répertoire. Nous n'autorisons pas les commentaires négatifs sur tous les résidents d'une province, d'une ville ou d'une autre région géographique. Il s'agit d'un exemple d'intolérance qui n'est pas autorisé ici. https www.reddit.com/r/canada/wiki/reglas*IAMA-bot. And this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit. Message compose to =r Canada if you have any questions or concerns. This was bound to happen. Food banks don't have infinite amounts of food to give out. Shit's drying up fast across the country. People who used to donate food now can't even afford their own food. Where does that leave us? I wonder if donations are really keeping up as well. Maybe stop bringing in hundreds of thousands of immigrants who can't support themselves. A lot of people struggling to put food on their own table these days have probably also stopped donating. Mass immigration and bad job market exhausting everything including charities. Edmonton Snapchat predator admits to sex offenses against girls as young as 11. He leaked her nudes to her classmates and threatened to rape her. This creature should never see the light of day ever again. I hope these poor girls and their classmates realize it's not their fault, and that there's nothing to be ashamed of. This man is a predator who took advantage of undeveloped young minds. What the fuck? The headline doesn't do justice. This dude was basically infiltrating a school of kids for sex-related crimes. Where the fuck were the adults here? It sounds like numerous kids knew what was going on. This guy can rot in hell. But the community and school needs investigation too. Also, he was granted bail but later had his release revoked. He has been in jail since December 2022. Police initially said they found images on Ratnayaki's devices depicting upwards of potentially 100 unidentified victims of child luring and sexual assault. 1. Why the fuck is a high-risk serial pedo getting bail? 2. Upwards of 100 victims? How the fuck does someone get this deep into sex crimes in a small community and nobody says or does shit? Feed this guy to the lions. Everyone in prison gets a week off their sentence for every week of suffering this guy gets. What a pathetic loser. Enjoy prison. Throw away the key! Exclamation mark. Removed. And filmed them while they performed sex acts on him in his car. So also raped the children as well. Lock him up and throw away the key for good. Young workers aren't going to take it anymore. Young people expect more from work and are coming together to make change happen. Unions have recently made breakthroughs in sectors with high proportions of young workers. Retail, food services, warehousing and gig work. I genuinely feel sorry for younger people. They can work as many hours as they can and still not be able to leave home or live without 70. 2 roommates. Working life must seem hopeless. Well, now you know why millions of immigrants, unskilled foreign workers, foreign students being granted work permits, droves of asylum seekers being allowed into Canada. The powers to be want to break the back of this movement and destroy our standard of living. Maybe everyone should unionize and stop with this slide into poverty the government seems happy to allow, while workers deal with rampant immigration and the BOC telling employers not to raise wages. Good. Unions are the best thing we have to fight against the ultra-rich. That's not gonna wanna make them stop hiring TFWs. Won't anyone think for the poor shareholders? See, keep asking myself what the endgame is here. You've cratered your entire labor market that they don't have disposable income. So who's going to buy consumer goods after companies have only hired cheap labor or pivoted towards AI-driven models? Eventually. Already seeing it with McDonald's and Subway. No one is going to buy your product because apparently companies think price elasticity only works for them. Canadians dying through euthanasia program rises 13-fold since legalization. Gripped. Weird headline considering before it was legal it was, in theory, not happening at all. It's like say teen pregnancy rates decline dramatically at age 20. Dad went through MAID last year. It was that or suffer an agonizing death. His suffering was cut short by the help of MAID. It's rough to think of people giving up, but it's the only answer for some. Especially now that cancer rates are on the rise. If anyone has had a loved one die slowly with cancer, MAID comes as a blessing to them. Very few people want to go through months of pain and agony and slow death. It's almost as if there's huge built-up demand for people looking to go peacefully on their own terms, instead of a long, drawn-out painful ordeal. Who'd have thought? I'd rather go out like this, than suffer for months with a debilitating sickness. It sucks, but I 100% agree in some cases. Was not pleasant watching my grandparents suffer from cancer. I don't want to deal with that or see my family see me deal with it.